Welcome to this week's Torah lesson. This week's Torah portion is Parsha Vayigash. The question of the week is, does crying help? So in this week's Torah portion, Parsha Vayigash, we learn about Yosef revealing himself to his brothers. In the part where he reveals himself to his brothers, the Torah tells us a most powerful and moving episode that takes place Vayipoel al Tzavari Binyamin Vayetch, that Yosef HaTzadik falls on the neck of his brother Benjamin and he cries. So there's a double expression. One is he falls and one is that he cries. And then the Torah says of Binyamin, his brother Benjamin, Bacha cries on Yosef's neck. So the question is, why does it say by Yosef on Benjamin, by Yipol he fell and he cried, and by Benjamin on his brother Yosef it only says he cried? So Rashi says, based on the Talmud, that Yosef saw in the place in Israel, and in Benjamin's territory, there's going to be the destruction of the two temples. So he cried for the two temples that are going to be destroyed in the section of Benjamin. On the other hand, Binyamin saw the section of Joseph where the Mishkan is going to be, the one Mishkan is going to be destroyed. So therefore, there's only a single expression because he's crying for the Mishkan that's going to be destroyed in the section of Joseph. So the Rebbe asks a simple question. Yosef is crying for Benjamin of the two temples that's going to be destroyed in his section. Benjamin is just crying for the Mishkan, the tabernacle that's going to be destroyed in the section of Joseph. Why didn't they each cry for their own loss? Joseph is going to have a loss. Benjamin is going to have a double loss. Why didn't they cry for their own loss? And the Rebbe explains something very powerful, and he says as follows. Crying helps to alleviate some pain, but crying doesn't fix anything. So Yosef HaTzadik saw the destruction that Benjamin was going to have, so he cried for him to try to alleviate some of his pain. Benjamin saw the destruction in Joseph's place, so he cried to alleviate the pain that he was going to feel. However, when it came to its own destruction, crying does help a little. It eases it, but it doesn't fix it. When it comes to your own losses and your own challenges and your own troubles, you got to do something to fix it. Yes, you can cry a little, it does help, but it's not going to change the situation. So the answer to the question, does crying help? Yes. Crying helps to alleviate some of the emotional pain. So for someone else's challenges, yes, cry with them. For your own, you can cry as well. But remember, for your own losses and own struggles, you have to do something about it to actually fix it. Thanks so much for joining us for our weekly Torah lesson. This week's Torah lesson is dedicated to memory of Baruch ben Ari Leib, Shlomo ben Yosef, Rachel bas Lipa, and Sina bas Sarah. May the Torah we're studying elevate their souls. Thanks so much for joining us for our weekly Torah lesson. For more information, please see our website, Chabad, swf.org. Have a great and blessed week. Shavua Tov.